Once upon a time, in a quiet little village near the edge of a deep green forest, there lived a young man named Zuhari. He was only 22, but his eyes held the sparkle of 1,000 dreams. Every morning, he worked in the fields beside his father, tending to the crops under the burning sun. The soil beneath his hands was rough, but his heart was soft, filled with imagination, hope, and endless curiosity about the world beyond his small village. But inside Zuhari's heart lived a dream far greater than his surroundings. He wanted to become a writer. It was not a simple wish. It was a calling that burned quietly within him. While others in the village dreamed of better harvests, Zuhari dreamed of words, stories, and the power they held to change hearts. Every night, after the fields had fallen silent and the crickets began to sing, Zuhari would light an old lantern and sit beneath its golden glow. There, on a small wooden desk, he poured his soul onto the pages of a worn-out notebook. His stories were alive and filled with magic, love, struggle, and wisdom. Sometimes he would pause and smile, imagining people in faraway lands reading his words and feeling the same emotions he felt while writing them. At first, his excitement was too strong to contain. He began to share his dream with others, with his friends, his neighbors, even strangers at the marketplace. But instead of admiration, he was met with laughter. "Ah, a farmer wants to be a writer? That's impossible," one man scoffed. "You should stop wasting your time and just work in the fields," another said. Even some of his closest friends, the ones he trusted most, told him, "Dreams like that never come true for people like us." Each word felt like a stone thrown at his heart. The laughter echoed in his mind long after the crowd had dispersed. Slowly, the fire that once burned brightly within him began to fade. For many nights, Zuhari stopped writing. The notebook remained closed. The dream inside him trembled like a small candle struggling against the wind. One evening, as the sun dipped below the trees, his grandfather noticed the sadness in his eyes. The old man sat beside him on the porch and asked gently, "What troubles you, my boy?" Zuhari told him everything, his dream, the laughter, and the weight of disappointment. The old man listened silently. After a while, he said, "Zuhari, listen to me. Dreams are like little seeds. If you plant them in the open where everyone can see, people will step on them before they can grow. But if you plant them deep in the soil, nurture them quietly and protect them from harsh winds, one day they will rise into trees so strong that no one can cut them down." Those words pierced Zuhari's heart like sunlight breaking through clouds. That night he made a promise to himself. "From now on, I will not speak of my dream. I will protect it. I will work in silence." And so the next morning he returned to the fields with renewed strength. Every day after farming, he wrote. The words flowed again, stronger than ever. His stories grew richer, deeper, and more powerful. He kept his notebooks hidden in a wooden box beneath his bed, a secret world only he knew about. Years passed. Seasons came and went. While others spent their nights gossiping or complaining about the harvest, Zuhari wrote hundreds of stories in silence. His dream had taken root deep inside him, invisible to the world but alive and growing stronger each day. Then one day, a traveler from the city came to the village. By pure chance, he discovered one of Zuhari's notebooks. When he read the words inside, he was astonished. "These stories are beautiful," he said. "They must be published. The world needs to hear them." Not long after, Zuhari's stories appeared in printed books. People everywhere loved his words, the same words once mocked and ignored. The villagers who had laughed at him now smiled proudly and said, "We always knew Zuhari was special." But Zuhari only smiled quietly. He did not boast, nor did he remind anyone of their laughter. Deep inside, he remembered his grandfather's wisdom. Dreams are like seeds. Protect them until they are strong enough to stand on their own. Lesson of the story: don't share your dreams too early. Many people will not understand them, and their words can crush your hope. Protect your dream, nurture it in silence, work with patience, and when the time is right, let your success speak louder than anything else in the world.